Ready to start the meeting, so I would ask our board members to have a seat. The chair is calling the regular meeting, the McLean County Board, for Thursday, July 11th, 2024 to order. And I'm going to ask our Chuck Erickson will have either an invocation or a moment of silence. So please stand. Our county clerk, Kathy Michael, please do the call of roll.
Jim Rogal. Natalie Roseman Mendoza.
Present.
Susan Schaefer.
Here.
James Solner.
Here.
Jeff Tompkins. George Wendt. Crystal Abel.
Here.
Jack Abraham.
Here.
Corey Byrne. Absent. Beverly Bell. Lindsay Bloomfield. Absent. Leah Klein.
Present.
Chuck Erickson.
Present.
William John Friedrich. Eric Hansen.
Present.
Elizabeth Johnston.
Here.
Randall Knapp. Val Lehman. Absent. Adam Reeves. Catherine Metzger.
Present. We have 16, oh no, myself, that's right, 17, thank you. We have 17 present, we have a quorum, we can conduct business. We do not have any appearances by members of the public or county employees, so we do have a consent agenda, and I need a motion to accept the consent agenda. We have a motion by Member Hansen and a second by Mr. Chair Friedrich. Any discussion? All in favor of accepting the consent agenda, say aye. Aye. Opposed? That motion passes. That will move us then. We do not have any resolutions of congratulations, so that moves us to number 7, and that's standing committees. And we have executive committee and our vice chair, Elizabeth Johnston.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Executive Committee has one item to present for action. That is item 7A1A, request approval of an ordinance of the McLean County Board amending Chapter 12 of the McLean County Code and establishing a Mental Health and Public Safety Fund Advisory Council, and I so move.
And I need a second. We have a second by Member Mendoza. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, all in favor of the ordinance for the establishing the Mental Health and Public Safety Advisory Council, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes. And the floor is again yours, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Chair. We have no other items for action, and our minutes can be found in the general report on page 30 to 35. Thank you.
We will move to the Finance Committee and Chairman William Friedrich.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Finance Committee brings one action item before the full board. That is 7B1A, request approval of a memorandum of understanding between McLean County and AFSCME Local 537, and I so move.
And I need a second for that. We have a second by Chair Rogal. Is there any discussion or questions? If so, we'd have to go into closed session. Seeing none, all in favor of the memorandum of understanding between McLean County and ASME Local 537, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes. And the floor is again yours, Chairman Friedrich.
I have nothing else to bring before the board, and our general report can be found in the unapproved minutes, pages 15 through 19. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are moving to the Health Committee and Chairman Susan Schaefer.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Health Committee has one item for action. 7C1A is request approval of an emergency appropriation ordinance for the Health Department, Fund 112-6164, and this requires two-thirds vote, and I so move.
And I need a second for that. I have a second by our Vice Chair Johnston. Any discussion? All right, we will be voting. If you abstain, or if you are not voting in favor, we will need to know that for sure, because this is requires a two-thirds majority. So all in favor of the emergency appropriation ordinance for the Health Department Fund 1011-0061-0064, say aye. Opposed? Very good, that passes. And Chairman Schaefer, the floor is yours again.
Thank you. We have no other items for action, and our general report can be found in the unapproved minutes packet.
Thank you very much. We will move to the Justice Committee and Chairman Chuck Erickson.
Thank you, Chair. The Justice Committee brings 4 items for action. The first item is item 7D1A, request approval of a violent crime victims assistance program grant agreement, grant 25-1070, State's Attorney, and I so move.
May I have a second on that? I have a second by Member Tompkins. Any questions or discussion? All in favor of the approval of the Violent Crime Victims Assistance Program Grant Agreement, say aye. Opposed? That motion passes. The floor is again yours, Chairman Erickson.
Thank you, Chair. The next item on the agenda is item 7D1B, request approval of a grant agreement between Children's Advocacy Centers of Illinois and McLean County CAC number 222003, and I so move.
And I need a second on that. We have a second by Member Abel. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, all in favor of the grant agreement between the Children's Advocacy Centers of Illinois and McLean County CAC, say aye. Opposed? That motion passes. And Chairman Erickson, you are up again.
Thank you, Chair. Next item on the agenda is item 7D1C, request approval of an emergency appropriation ordinance amending the McLean County fiscal year 2024 combined annual appropriation and budget ordinance for Metcom Fund 0452, and this requires a two-thirds vote, and I so move.
And I need a second for that. We have a second by Member Abraham. Any discussion? All in favor of the emergency appropriation for Metcom Fund 0452, say aye. Opposed? That motion passes. Chairman Erickson.
All right, I'm on 7D1D. All right. Next item on the agenda is item 7D1D, request approval of an emergency appropriation ordinance amending the McLean County fiscal year 2024 combined annual appropriation and budget ordinance for ETSB Fund 0450, and that requires a two-thirds vote, and I so move.
And I need a second by, I have a second by Member Bell. Any questions or discussion? All in favor of the emergency appropriation for 2024 annual appropriation budget ordinance for ETSB Fund 0450, say aye. Opposed? That motion passes. And the floor is again yours.
Thank you, Chair. The Justice Committee has no other items for information, and our general report can be found in the unapproved minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are moving to the Property Committee, and we have the Vice Chairman, Jim Solner, will be taking the reins for that. So, Vice Chair Solner.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairman. First item we have is E1A, request approval of a grant agreement between the State of Illinois Environmental Protection Agency and McLean County through administration, and I make that motion.
And I need a second for that. I have a second by Member Knapp. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of the grant agreement between the State of Illinois EPA and McLean County, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes, and you have the floor again, Vice Chair Solner.
Thank you. Next item is E1B, request approval of an ordinance approving an amendment to the lease agreement between the Public Building Commission of McLean County and the county, and providing for the levy and collection of taxes to pay the rent due under the amended lease agreement through the administration, and I so move.
And I need a second on that. We have a second by Chairman Klein. Any discussion? All in favor of the ordinance approving the amendment for the lease agreement between the Public Building Commission of McLean County and the county to provide a levy and collection of taxes for rent due and the amended lease agreement, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes, and Vice Chair Solner, you have the floor again.
The general report can be found in the unapproved minutes, and I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. And we are moving to 7F, that's Land Use and Development Committee, and Chair Leah Klein.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. The Land Use and Development Committee had our business taken care of in the consent agenda, so I have nothing else to present this evening, but our minutes are found in the general report, pages 8 through 10.
Thank you very much. We now will go to 7G, and that's Transportation Committee, and our chairman is Jim Rogel.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Transportation Committee has no items for action tonight. Our general report can be found on pages 4 through 7 of the unapproved minutes. I can answer any questions.
All right, seeing no questions, we move to 7H, and that's the County Administrator, Ms. Taylor.
Thank you, Chair Metzger. I have nothing to present to the council tonight.
Seeing no other business or communications, I believe this, we do have a communication from our Vice Chair Solner.
Yes, I just wanted to make the announcement, and I think most of us are aware of it. Next Tuesday morning, I believe, at 8:30, will be the groundbreaking for the new Animal Control Building. And so I just wanted to put that out there so that the public was aware of it. And I think there's going to be a breakfast serve. I think you have to RSVP that probably to the administration if you like to do that. So thank you.
Very good. Any other communications? Oh, very good. Sheriff Klein.
Just something very lighthearted. Since our last meeting, our member Eric Hansen celebrated his marriage. I think so. I'd offer our congratulations.
Very good. Anything else? I believe this meeting is adjourned.